Hi guys, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Tyranny. So we are here in the wound. Yeah, that's it. And we have to explore this whole place and see what's going on. Does this tell me what is what? Denizen Domicile. Bastard Wound Farm. Okay, so there we can go somewhere else. Jaspers, Master of Knapping. Insipid Moniker. Denizen Domicile. Where are the people we are supposed to talk to? The important people. Well, we will see. First of all, there's a lot of loot to pick up. Ooh, nice. We are all using more or less the same. Is this a merchant? Yes. This is also a merchant, it seems. Not also a merchant. This is just normal person. I think we can sell all of this stuff. Usually I verify if it's better when I find it, so that maybe not. I just have to see if anything is named. This is heavy, no one is using... what does she use? She uses light armor, so nope. I don't know if there's a quick way to do this. Like a key shortcut to put stuff into the stash. Let's see. Let's put all of these into. These are just for selling, right? I think so. I don't think they are useful for crafting or anything like that. I would say that's it. Other. Spire. Yeah, all of these things are for the spires. Accessories. Only abs. This one can be used. What does this do exactly? 1 armor penetrated by attacks when inflicting crits. Okay, anyone could use this. Let's put it on us. Okay. Other than that, this is all. What is this? Quest items. Okay, these are separate. That's good. So we can sell all of this stuff, and these probably. Come from a beastman. While not of much practical use, a merchant might purchase it. Yeah, this stuff is for selling. This also. What are these? Essence of a defeated Bane. When consumed, it grants protection against arcane attacks. These are all like ingredients and stuff, I think. 2 armor penetrated by attacks for 300 seconds. Okay. So yeah, we can sell all of that stuff. Gracious, did you come for... would you want to speak to Master Jaspers? He's northeast of here in the forge. I want to sell my stuff. Damn it. Where does this go? See all this water? Maybe not wise to upset the Tidecaster.
See that?
Okay, not wise to upset the Tidecaster because of all the water. Makes sense. What are these? Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's a lot better for him. It's light armor, so that's nice. Take. Give it to him. Yep, you go there. Nice. Already worth it. This is a Qatar. Maybe for her? What does she use? Take. Yeah. Let's leave it at that. Juggernaut. Merchant Elegy. Juggernaut. Another merchant? No. Rostrum Lank. Oh, this one talks. A weary-looking man observes you through dark sunken eyes, nodding faintly as you approach. Fatebinder, greetings to you. Though unkempt and wrapped in disheveled rags, he bows deeply in the style of northern tiersman nobility. You observe that his right arm is emaciated and frail, seemingly rotten, rooted in place. Rostrum Lang, son of the late Rostrum Volos, I saw you in the bastard city shortly after Tunon's arrival. We've come a long way from then, haven't we? He chuckles mirthlessly at the memory. You'll want to speak to Wagstaff or Jaspers before you get settled in. The former's down by the falls, the latter in his forge up north of the hall. Okay. Let's go down here.
I see the Tidecaster has made himself at home in these flooded halls.
Wagstaff. So this is one of the boss dudes, and the other one is that one, probably. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Let's not talk to them yet. Who is this? Insipid Moniker. Let's go have a look at that one. It's another house. Oh, this is the Beast Lady, I think. What the hell? Oh, they are defending the base. Nice.
They seem to have a plan for dealing with the Bane, provided only a few come through at a time.
Okay. Are you the Insipid Moniker? Yes. A woman in the leathers of a scarlet fury attentively polishes a bronze blade. Woundkin scents blood of human, old blood and new. Okay. A lot less deflection and more recovery. Oh, this is heavy armor, so not useful to us at the moment. Yeah, that's why I would like to get Barrick out of his armor, so we could use some better one. Let's see, how good is his armor actually? 0 crush and fire armor, 9 pierce. 2.5 pierce and frost. 2.5 pierce and frost. Yeah, this is not really good. Barrick's iron shell is a disorderly fusion of rusted scrap from at least 100 warped breastplates and twice as many swords. That this heap of lethal garbage fused around Barrick's torso in a rough approximation of armor without destroying him in the process is either a remarkable coincidence or an arcane achievement beyond the comprehension of any smithy. Aside from the omnipresent stench of oil and rust, the reek of a long unwashed body, and pools of stagnant bodily fluids oppress the air around Barrick. Item can be improved with the Spire Forge upgrade. Oh, it can be improved with the Forge upgrade. Okay, so yeah, we have to do that. Next, we have to buy the Forge. We have the Forge. Yeah, that's right, we have the Forge. Why'd you even come here? Woundkin scents blood, human and blah blah blah. Old and stale, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Who is this? Reaver. Blah blah blah, no one wants to talk to us. Razor Scout, Sorcerer Savant. Okay. These are just sleeping around, it seems. No secret stuff hidden there. Doesn't look like it. What's this? Are these baby beast people? Beast cub, yeah. What's going on here? Manta-born beast woman and West Reaver beast woman.
Interesting.
You can't talk to them, no. Okay. What was the interesting thing? That thing. Nice. Oh, what's going on here? I don't like the look of this. Heavy armor. What's going on here? Who are you? One of Cairo's wandering judges. Come to the wound. What's going on here? A lot of loot here. What's this thing? This is a teleporter. Oh, that was the way to the farms, it said, right? I think so. So we are making good progress with the looting. While they wouldn't weather a strong gale, these tents seem stable enough to offer some privacy to the denizens of the wound. Cots, bedrolls, and woolen blankets lie within. Okay. Let's loot this thing. Which one is it? Oh, this thing. A bow. Is it better than your bow? Not really. Is that Jasper? Yeah. Not Jasper, Jaspers. You don't sell me stuff. You don't sell me stuff. You don't sell me stuff.
Can't do that.
So, let's talk to Jaspers, I think. You don't talk to me, do you? No. Quick save, and let's talk to him. A heavily muscled man stands next to a mixed pile of broken floor tiles and smashed boulders. Head bent in focus, sledgehammer gripped tightly in both hands. Without breaking his gaze, he calmly extends an arm out as you approach, signaling for you to wait. In one smooth motion, he whirls the sledgehammer in a precise arc, effortlessly splitting a large green-gray boulder in two. He smiles and lets out a pleased chuckle before turning to greet you. Okay. Ah, Fatebinder, or should I say Governor. After a year of military campaigning in the Bastardier, you were selected by Tunon to oversee Lethian's Crossing, a captured settlement in Haven that was deemed suitable for iron production only to forge-bound mages know how to fabricate iron. Oh, we are Governor? That explains all the ruckus I've been hearing. His voice is deep, a confident baritone that easily carries through the open air. Forgive my rudeness. Masters of the craft rarely break focus if we can help it. Old habit. He smiles broadly, motioning you to come forward. Your arrival is unexpected, but my forge is always open to servants of the court. What can I do for you? I'm Jaspers, master of knapping, and this settlement is called the Bastard's Wound. I expect you're looking for its leader. No doubt someone pointed you in my direction. I know you know entering the old walls is illegal, so this little setup of yours is slightly against the law. That is it. That it is, Fatebinder. For my part, I would never do anything disrespected Kairos law. He holds up his calloused hands in a deferential pose. The wound isn't a normal settlement. Before Cairn split these old walls asunder, I would have been in complete agreement, but with the sky visible above and rivers at our very feet, it would seem reasonable to assume we're no longer within the old walls, yes? There is another man here that unfortunately holds some sway. Wagstaff, a tidecaster. Possibly the last tidecaster from what I understand. He crosses his arms, his muscles tensing reflexively. He practically founded this place years ago, and truth be told, he's the one responsible for its creation, legal or not. We don't always see eye to eye, but I did trust that his decision was respectful of the Overlord's will. A dull crash interrupts the exchange. A forge helper, hands still trembling, hastily attempts to gather up the pieces of a dropped bowl. Nearby, several onlookers have gathered to observe the meeting and whisper nervously amongst themselves. Forgive them, Fatebinder. They're understandably anxious. As you know, men and women live and die by your swords. These people here, all of us in fact, are wondering what your intentions are for this settlement. Pay the court? If they would provide materials to me, that would be something different, but... I haven't decided yet. I have questions of you first. I'm sure there's much more you'd like to know about the wounds. Ask away, anything you need. Okay, farewell. He nods. Safe journeys, Fatebinder. Okay. Decide how to deal with the settlement. Speak with Jasper's master of napping. Let's go down here, talk to this guy. There we couldn't do anything. The merchants won't talk to us. We could try going to the farms and into the houses. Because we need to find that person that led us here. A bearded, weathered figure stands by the pool's edge, eyes closed in concentration, his face uncharitably weathered from years of sun and wind, is a collection of deep, intertwining creases, wreathed by a brittle-looking grey mane. One disapproving eye snaps open as you approach. The old man stomps on the end of a staff, flipping it upward into his hands and in an unexpected display of agility. He leans against it and looks at you through narrowed eyes, head bent upward at a disdainful angle. Fatebinder. Well, this is going to be a shit day, isn't it? He mutters further to himself, unintelligibly before speaking up again. Out with it, then. I'm ready for whatever's going to spew out of your blasted hole. Nice place. Safe to assume you've been squatting here in the old walls for quite a while? He glares at you, gripping his staff tightly. His hands encircle the staff, squeezing it with white-knuckled rage. I speak plainly, Fatebinder, and what's plain as day is that you've stumbled upon a settlement that shuns attention. He points a shaky finger towards anxious onlookers gathered across the bridge. You've sent this whole place into a panic. I'll grant you, that might not have been your aim, but when this place is out of sorts, I'm out of sorts. If you've come looking for Wagstaff, you've found him. No doubt you're swimming in regret already. He grips his staff, watching you intently. I have that effect upon people. And it suits me fine. Took years to perfect. If you've come expecting supplication, you're in for a frustrating wait. It's not personal, Fatebinder. I prefer being disliked. It keeps the neighbors at bay. Punch him in the face hard. With little warning, you strike him viciously across the nose, knocking the old man to the ground. He slowly rises to his knees and cradles the wound, blood dripping down his wincing face. Ah, unsurprising, but still painful. He traces an arcane sigil with one hand, cupping his face with a glowing palm. Still grimacing, he picks himself up, nose now blood-free, but visibly crooked. You've made your point, Fatebinder, as have I. Let's just get this over with. I assume someone pointed you towards me to speak for the settlement. If there are matters to discuss, then so be it. I may not like it, but I do lead these people, frankly. Only because no one else can. That stone-straddling fool, Jaspers, will talk himself into believing he's up to the task, but don't believe his bluster for a moment. Anyway, I'll just ask the question everyone's wondering. What are your intentions with us? For now, the settlement on independent. This place directly violates and must be put to the sword. The settlement stretches interpretation of Kairos laws to justify from your tone. Safe to say you are knowingly in violation of Kairos law, not that ignorance of the law is a worthy excuse. I haven't decided yet. I have questions for you first. That's all for now. Okay. So let's see. The ones who got away. We have come across a collective of refugees inside the old walls. Investigate the situation before determining how you want to proceed. Talk to Jaspers or Walkstaff about the future of the illegal settlement within the old walls. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, and I forgot some loot over there. Huh. Can I now sell my stuff? Merchant. No, I cannot. I think this guy was more pleasant. So let's talk to this guy. Oh wait, let's try seeing if we can go down here. Yes, we can.
Slow down. Let's take a closer look.
Heavy armor. Damn it. Torrential water plummets down from the jagged openings in the old walls above. Churned by their passage through the ancient tunnels, a cool mist brushes your face, smelling faintly of dust and decay. Okay. Tycho, is this Tycho? Yes.
Do we have time to do a survey of the flora? For research purposes, of course.
Light armor. And an axe. Nope. A +7 armor penetration. And only 0.6 less DPS, but a lot less accuracy. I don't know how big those, how much influence those values have, what is better accuracy or damage. Faint illumination from the sky above limns the jagged edges of the fractured old walls overhead. Far below you can make out the flickering dots of torchlight marking the wound community. Far below, so this is upstairs? I thought this would be down. It seems to be up. Interesting. Well, I mean, since we are here, let's steal all their stuff, right? Devastating. Push 0.5 meters. I don't think I like that too much. Oh. Almost 1 point of DPS more. Dauntless has more accuracy. A lot less recovery. Oh, and it's a two-handed weapon, so yeah, no, thank you. I need my shield. Anything else in here? Some piggies, what is this?
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah, it is. Another heavy armor we can't use. At least we can sell all the heavy armor. Little looks appealing about these rubbery dung-scented mushrooms, yet the settlers of the wound care for them as if they were the finest fruit. Probably some kind of narcotic, I would say. But who knows? So we have to make a decision, I guess, before we can do anything. Is this the... No, it's not the beast woman that was the boss here for some time. Interesting. So let's go into this house, see what's here, and then into the other house, and then I think we have done everything here, and we have to make a decision. Either we kill them all, or we make them pay taxes. Probably that's bad for us if we make them pay taxes. Because then it will officially be known by Tunon that we accepted them and didn't punish them. Denizen, okay. Just a house. At least those have a house. I mean, they must be well off in this society. And let's go here. And then I think I will deal with Jaspers to make my decision. That other guy annoys me. I will make Jaspers the boss. He's a smith also. Maybe he can get me some smith apprentices for my spire. And I want to upgrade this guy in the spire. He needs a lot more armor. His armor is very basic. And he's already a good tank. So if we get him some good armor, I imagine it could be worth the while. Not her, that thing. And which one is it? This one. Light armor. Nope. 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 Okay. Who are you? Just a denizen, denizen, denizen. Okay. Let's go talk to Jaspers. And see what this paying taxes will get us. Or we could leave them independent. I don't know if I say pay taxes to the court. I don't know if it means Tunon or if it means me. If it was me, I would take that decision. If it was Tunon, I would let them be independent. A little bit treacherous, but yeah. Maybe wait. Let's throw down a save. Save. Okay, now let's talk to the dude. Continue. What do you know about Reef Talon? How to deal with Bane? Tidecaster, Master of Knapping. How do you deal with Bane? In case you have noticed, the beastmen with us aren't common feral savages. Something about this place focuses them. Whether they come as our workers or on their own, They all eventually become fixated on the Bane. I've seen some hunched over guarding our portals for hours. If any Bane come through, they'd savage them instantly. But apart from the Bane, our beastmen aren't violent, strange but welcome. What do you know about Reef Talon? He holds a bowl of crushed rock aloof, squinting to examine its contents as he speaks. So you've heard. It's unfortunate what happened to her. Reef Talon arrived a year after I did. Massive creature, one of the largest beasts I've ever seen. She never spoke of her past much, but we knew she was in flight when she stumbled upon the wound with her cubs. He pulls a fragment out of the bowl, running it slowly between his fingers. Whatever she fled from, it didn't stop her from devouring the Bane. She was good at it. Good enough to lead the Beastmen, but Reef Talon had something else far more important. She could heal others with a mere touch. Didn't matter if you had been raked by the Bane or fell on your own sword. She could close up your wounds and send you on your way like nothing ever happened. That's no ordinary magic. How did she do this? I don't think she knew herself. She wasn't a student of her craft, not even using beastmen, mystics as a standard. What I do here? That's not an ancient. What I do here? That's not an ancient. What? What I do here? That's not an accident. It's years of controlled study and meticulous perfection. Reef Talon simply acted on instinct, and that didn't work to anyone's benefit. With a dissatisfied shake of the head, he flicks the unwanted chip into the water. Sometimes we're better off without such miracles. Those Reef Talon, healed, slowly became sick. It was impossible for them to sleep, even when exhausted, and the relentless waking drove them mad. The affliction takes a while to fully take hold, but the end result is always the same. Even worse, those bestowed with magic slowly lose their gifts. He looks toward the forge, a pained expression visible on his face. Now they're just known as the Sleepers, all of their life and vitality robbed and spent. A terrible end, Fatebinder. Reef Talon couldn't face her mistakes, and she fled into the old walls like a coward. He circles around the platform, speaking as much to passerby as with you. And to think that many here saw her as a leader. What leader runs in the face of adversity? Those of us that remain, we are the ones that continue to hold up Bastard's wound. I toil every day to keep the fires on my forge running, and the people can see who they can truly rely upon. Nearby onlookers shout and pump their fists in support, eliciting a raised fist from the Forgebound Master in return. I mean to clarify my intentions toward the settlement. You need to provide material support for the court. He nods slowly at first, then forcefully. Yes, you're right. We can and we will. There's much that we can achieve here, and I have many ideas on how we can move forward to meet the court's demands. Consider this my first tie to the court. If we continue to prosper, perhaps there might be more. Jaspers unhooks his purse from his belt and without separating the rings hands you the whole thing. Excited whispers can be heard behind you as onlookers take in the news with visible relief. A few settlers quickly escape towards different corners of the settlement, spreading word to the anxious. We aren't rich in material wealth, but the wound has incredible potential. Between the ruins above and the depths below, there are treasures to mine that we can deliver to you. It will take some effort, but with your assistance we can deliver on that promise. On that notice, if you've the time, I have a matter that could benefit from your expertise. Okay, you may ask, but I make no promises. We don't have the luxury of trading with the top side. It could attract the wrong kinds of attention. Instead, we craft what we need. In my case, I can make a wide variety of tools, but I can't make everything. When we were building the forges of Legion's Crossing, I had access to some of the finest chisels, tappers, and abrasives. I carried only my travel kit with me when I found myself here in the wound. I've been able to craft a few replacements, but to my chagrin I haven't recaptured the craftsmanship. The napping tools needed are rather specialized, and I lose sleep knowing I can't replace anything I break. Since I've been missing, I imagine my tools were appropriated by my colleagues in Lethian's Crossing. Lohara will no doubt know of their whereabouts. With my old tools, I could really stay on top of the work that's needed to keep this place running. I will speak with Lohara. I'm sure this will be a simple matter for you, Fatebinder. Thank you for your assistance. Okay, farewell. Safe journeys, Fatebinder. So now probably I can probably talk to the merchants, I would say. Quest updated, quest updated. Is quest finished or not really? Okay, it's not. Quest completed, yes it is. Okay, so the settlement now pays me taxes. Nice. This already going on long enough, so let's throw down a save. And we will make a cut right here. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Come back for more and I will see you soon. Bye.